flashing lights, all falls down, good morning, power, yeah. So there's so much you could do with the Kanye halftime show. Too bad it didn't happen before he went insane. But yeah, so I want to like diverge a little bit though from the discussion about like Kendrick's halftime show or Kendrick as the performer, and more to talk about the halftime show, because I think like it was a lot of interesting messaging that I don't necessarily agree with, but I think we have to be able to acknowledge is interesting.
Yeah.
Like just because we disagree with art doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. And there's a lot of, for instance, there's a lot of shows out there or video games or movies that have a fundamentally anti-capitalist message. And that does not mean I don't watch them or I can't acknowledge the artistry in them. It just means that above all else, I'm going to see this, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to recognize I disagree with this, but it's still good. I disagree with this, but it communicates a message effectively and well, and it is artistic, even though I disagree with this. And I think a lot of people online are failing to do that, where it's like Kendrick's performance had a lot of things I disagree with. They at one point in the show, they create an American flag and they hunch over to say that Black Americans built this country, essentially. And I'm like, yeah, I disagree with that. I'm not gonna, obviously I don't disagree with it completely. There's elements of truth in there, but generally I disagree with it. But it doesn't change the fact that it's still artistic. It's still a cool way to express a message that's already been expressed, 100 times over. So I don't know. What did you think about that?